Dan Quayle's journey in politics began in his home state of Indiana. He quickly climbed the ranks, starting with a seat in the House of Representatives. His youthful energy and conservative values resonated with voters. This led to a successful run for the Senate, establishing Quayle as a rising star in the Republican Party. Quayle's time in Congress showcased his dedication to conservative principles. He championed tax cuts and a strong national defense. His voting record reflected these beliefs, appealing to a growing conservative base within the party. This rising influence caught the eye of then Vice President George H. The 1988 election saw Bush and Quayle sweep into the White House. At 41, Quayle became the youngest vice president in American history. His youth, while an asset in many ways, also became a source of scrutiny. Critics questioned his experience and ability to handle the demands of the office. Despite facing skepticism, Quayle embraced his role with enthusiasm. He became a vocal advocate for the Bush administration's policies. He traveled extensively, both domestically and internationally, representing the United States on the world stage. Quayle's tenure was not without its challenges. A highly publicized incident involving the misspelling of potato cast him in an unfavorable light. His remarks on family values, while reflecting his personal beliefs, were met with mixed reactions. After leaving the vice presidency in 1993, Quayle maintained a presence in public life. He returned to Indiana, working in the private sector and engaging in public speaking engagements. He remained a respected voice within the Republican Party, offering commentary on political affairs and endorsing candidates. Quayle also dedicated time to writing, authoring several books on politics and current events. His insights into the workings of government, drawn from his time in Washington, provided valuable perspectives for readers. He remained a sought-after commentator, appearing on news programs and offering his analysis on a range of issues. Despite the controversies of his vice presidency, Quayle never shied away from public service. He continued to advocate for conservative principles and offered his experience to guide future generations of leaders. The 2020 presidential election presented an unprecedented challenge to American democracy. As Donald Trump contested the election results, putting pressure on his vice president Mike Pence to overturn the outcome, Quayle emerged as a voice of reason and a defender of the Constitution. Drawing upon his own experience as vice president, Quayle reportedly advised Pence on the limits of his constitutional authority. He emphasized that the vice president's role in counting electoral votes was purely ceremonial. This counsel proved crucial, helping Pence resist pressure and uphold the integrity of the electoral process. Quayle's actions, though largely conducted behind the scenes, were instrumental in ensuring a peaceful transfer of power. Dan Quayle's journey in American politics has been marked by both triumph and tribulation. Once a figure of ridicule, often defined by a single spelling error, he has emerged as a figure of quiet heroism. His actions during the 2020 election, guided by his commitment to democratic values, have prompted a re-evaluation of his legacy. No longer simply the subject of late-night jokes, Quayle is now recognized for his unwavering principles and his courageous defense of the Constitution. His story serves as a reminder that public perception can be fleeting and that even those who face criticism can rise to meet unexpected challenges. Quayle's legacy reminds us that history is rarely black and white. Individuals are complex and capable of evolving over time. As we move forward, it is essential to approach figures like Quayle with nuance and understanding, recognizing that their stories often hold valuable lessons for the present and the future.